everybody, how are you? This is Keiko. It's April 13. I think it turned to 14. It's hard to catch up with the date, time and date lately. Haven't you noticed? I really feel that a lot of people cannot catch up with the calendar, human calendar anymore. Unless you have to take your kids to school, you have to attend school, you have to go to work 8 to 5, 8 to 6 sort of things. A lot of people have to work for corporate world. And yet also a lot of people quit corporate job and started their own businesses. So a lot of people have a family-based own businesses. They work from home. They have their own warehouse. Your office could be your basement, your next to your bedroom. So I've been working from home for past 20 years. I would say I have been very blessed, or it was just my creation, my decision to work from home. Anybody can do this. And it's whatever you are what in front of you, you looking back your life and whatever you have been doing, that's all your creation. So nobody forced us to do anything. Nobody forced us to be in a certain way. Nobody label us. We are the one that labeling ourselves and decided to work for this company, do this, have these professions, pursue these careers. So I have been working from home. I have been running my own business for past 20 years. Anyway, so April 13th, 14th, 2018. I'm reporting this again. If any of you might be interested in hearing other people's daily lives as of today, I still have been physically tired, sluggish, sleepy, emotionally still, I would say, unstable. I'm not depressed anymore. I used to have a chronic depression, and I have overcome that depression, especially starting from last year. Toward the end of last year, I came out of the chronic long journey of depression, and I have been just fine, just like healthy emotionally, mentally, but still my emotion is unstable for past few months. And I'm not the only one. I have heard so many people on the internet, my friends and family, my neighbors, everybody that I talk to, they understand what I'm going through. And I'm not talking about this spiritual stuff, ET disclosures, ascension stuff. Still today, not many people are aware of human ascension, Mother Earth Gaia's ascension. But they can understand, they can relate to how physically, emotionally, I've been dealing with this energy. I heard that even non-spiritual people, I work out at the gym every day. And at the gym, I have a few people that I speak with on a regular basis. Hi, how are you? Kind of small talk. And a couple of people at the gym, they told me that they too have been feeling the energy shift. The energy, one guy that I talked to say that we don't talk about spiritual topics, but we sometimes talk about health and fitness, um, like a dieting stuff. And this guy say, yes, I don't know, I'm not normally depressed. I'm fine. I've been fine, so I don't get depressed. But I'm right now, like usually I'm here, but I'm right now here. I understand what you are talking about. And he say, this energy lately has been very thick. And he even said it in this exact words, makes people almost drowsy, like getting drunk. That's exactly I've been feeling. And today I received the email from my soul sister that she also says this crazy energy that she's feeling, like it's as if she's taking the drug, like a shot of drug or some strong alcohol in a way. And I've been feeling, I don't have any allergies. I have never had any hay fever or anything. But I feel my eyes are like watery. No, like I don't feel itchiness or anything, but my eyes are watery. I feel like a little bit intoxicated. Not in a bad way or a good way, neither. But I feel out of same mind. I don't know how to put my fingers to this feeling, but I think some of you can understand what I'm trying to say. And I've been spiritually awakened, more awakened than a lot of people as of today, I would say, because I've been aware of a lot of things around the world, and I've dealt with some negative forces in the past, and I have all kinds of spiritual experiences throughout my life. I work with crystals, and I feel energies. I'm not necessarily doing actual direct channelings, or I don't remember that a lot of people are talking about being abducted or being communicating with extraterrestrial beings, angelic beings. I do that in my dreams. I do that during my meditations, but not direct communication with ET beings or archangels, angelic beings. I have had some contacts or communications with my loved ones, deceased families in the previous years. One by one, I will probably share with you guys my experiences throughout my life. I do have direct physical contact with negative beings. I don't know if it was reptilian beings, demonic beings, but I will tell you maybe in my next videos. But not like other channelers that communicating with Jesus Christ, Mother Mary, Archangel Michael, Raphael, extraterrestrial beings. I haven't done that in my awakened state. So what I was gonna say, however, I can feel that my perceptions, my spiritual channels have been deepened, absolutely so much deeper, so much clearer than even compared to 1 year ago, few years ago. And I'm whole a lot more awakened than when I was even 1 year ago. I think a lot of you can relate to that. I know now that, like, hindsight, I know why I had to experience these traumas. I know why I had to go through this experience. I know why he or she treated me the way back then. Now I know clearer, that things happened in my life the way it happened. It had to happen the way it just exactly happened for my spiritual growth, for my expansions. I can see that I can, if I tell you in detail experiences, it's gonna be long video, so I can't tell you today, but I wanna share some yeah, one by one. I wanna share more in details. But so for example, okay, I was a former follower of law of attractions. I'm not going to say names or books or a specific group of people or sort of things. But I used to study law of attractions for a decade, at least a decade, religiously, diligently, and I master in my own level. I mastered this law of attraction method, and in my small level, in my tiny bubble, inside my bubble, I manifested abundance. I I attracted prosperities. I made many of my dreams come true. So I used to even tell people, friends, family, I'm a master of law of attractions. I'm a powerful manifestator. Years ago, until few years ago, I would say. So in my life, I have been a single mother for all of my son's life since day one. Throughout my pregnancy, I was a single mother, and throughout my son's childhood, adolescence, and he's now 22 years old. My son is 22 years old. I have never been married. I have never had husband. I lived with several partners throughout my life, but nobody was there to support me financially. I had to be financially independent all of my life. All of my life after I left my parents' home. And one time, short period of time, when my son was very young, little boy, I was fired. I was at the lowest moment, financially, emotionally, mentally. I lost everything, my job, my relationship, my confidence, my savings, my sane mind, everything. And that, at the time, I was introduced to the teaching, law of attraction. And I diligently followed this law of attraction thing for years and years, day after day after day. Listen to CDs, read the books, day after day after day. And within very, very short period of time, in my case, 6 months to a year, from bottom rock, like hit the bottom rock, 0 to deep down the ocean, bottom of ocean, tens of, okay, I tell you, I had I lost my vehicle. I I lost all of my savings that I had accumulated when I was living in Japan, and I was borrowing money using my credit cards. And at the time, I was living in a small townhouse. I I was able to borrow large sum of money as a second mortgage, and my debt went up to like over $40,000 at the time when my son was little. I was fired. I didn't have a job and nothing. And within 6 months or so, I I accumulated enough money. I'm not going to tell you in detail how I did it. So I'm not here to teach law of attraction method. I'm not a teacher of law of attraction. So, but I was able to pay off my second mortgage. I was able to pay off my second used vehicle loan, car note, loan, like paid off. I was able to pay off all the credit card debts. And after my debt was clear from a clean slate, I started making money month by month. My money was going larger and larger. Some was getting bigger and bigger. For that kind of lifestyle, I was so comfortable. Money was no issue whatsoever. When people are talking about how much money, how much they are in need of money, their issue is all about finances. People around me were talking about that. Money was not issue at all for me for many years. At least it lasted about 8 years, straight years. I can buy almost anything I would like to buy. Of course, I couldn't buy $1 million home or the Lamborghini by cash or anything. I was not that level, but I could buy at least the used vehicles. How many vehicles I bought and I paid off? I bought from cash money, used vehicles. At the time, I was driven to success, driven to make more money. So I was hypnotized in a way by this teaching law of attraction. Accumulating stuff, material objects, money, that was the symbol of success. A lot of people back then were still believing that their problems, their miseries, their unhappiness could be solved by accumulating material gains. I was one of them. And anyway, so what I wanted to say, point here, it's already 18 minutes. I want to make it quick. So this ascension energy, or this, all the movement, all different type of people, energies rising up. The galactic families are all here to helping us to shift our conscious level, helping us to really rose from the, like a zombie state, sleep state. We have been heavily programmed. Whatever one say, it's sometimes positive programmings, negative programmings, 3D programmings. These programmings were necessary in the matrix. So whatever some people say, we've been heavily programmed to believe religions is one of them. People in this modern society, intelligent people, they've been so hypnotized by many religious teachings. So I'm not going to talk about religions in this video as well either. But okay, what I was saying, yes, Yes. So this law of attraction teaching, I woke up from this law of attraction hypnosis, law of attraction trap. This law of teachings of law of attraction is indeed only for, indeed it's a matrix programming to make us separated, make us be egoistic, make us to be like a look outside, external world instead of going within. They may teach you to meditate. They may teach you beautiful things, just like Bibles, just like all the religions. They teach beautiful things. They teach somewhat like close to the truth. And then they twist the truth, and insert something that not divine truth. So that's why if they are teaching all twisted false informations, nobody is gonna follow any religions. Nobody is gonna follow any law of attraction teachings, right? So they, whoever you perceive, they quote unquote they are very smart, very cunning, very intelligent, very tricky. So truth, divine truth, and then twisted truth. So we don't know what's the divine truth and not. So we are falling into these matrix teachings. And law of attraction teaching, I woke up from that hypnosis. I can say this year, for the first time, I woke up from that hypnosis. Law of attraction, if this works for people who are on the bottom rock. Financially, they are in serious crisis. If they are in serious trouble financially, materialistically, law of attraction may work for a short period of time. But this is not the teaching to enlighten people. This is not the teaching to make people together as one. This is, in a way, very selfish, egoistic teachings, and let people believe that, make people believe that you should not care for others. You should care for your own well-beings, in a way. And that was the teaching, one of the teachings that separated us, and not being able to go within and find our true selves within. And material gain, personal gain, their own benefits. So if one, each one individuals are only focusing on their personal gains and individual own well-beings, they are blindfolded to really see what's happening in the world, what's happening around us. If one is gaining more and more, becoming wealthier and wealthier, and temporary gratification it might give you, it might give us temporary like confidence. I was very confident, I was very comfortable for a short period of time, but soon I fell again to the bottom rock because it didn't fulfill my soul, it didn't feed my soul. So okay, time is up now. I want to make my videos around 20 minutes all the time, so I have to stop this recording. But anyhow, law of attraction teaching is indeed 3D teachings, and we are graduating from 3D right now to going forward to 5D. 5D reality. This teaching very popular uh, teaching. Law of attraction is not gonna work. It's not gonna be necessary, and so I I just wanted to share about this law of attraction thing today. I hope some of you enjoyed it. So thank you for tuning in. I will see you soon. Love you guys. Namaste.